The crackdown against prominent crypto platforms in the United States especially is slowly becoming a trend. This will spell trouble for these projects, such as Coinbase and Ripple, and hint of a setback throughout the entire cryptoverse. In the case of the SEC and Ripple, that we already know a lot about, and now the Community Futures Trading Commission, in addition to the SEC, have come out against Coinbase. The leading cryptocurrency exchange platform has put themselves and other businesses offering similar high-yield products that might be considered securities in all states within the radar of financial regulatory agencies. As such, likely other crypto organizations will soon make the SEC's warning list. Meanwhile, in other news within the crypto sphere from around the globe, as Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies continue to garner mainstream adoption globally, the Ukrainian government recently legalized the use of Bitcoin and cryptos as a form of legal tender throughout the country's jurisdiction. Welcome back to Make Money Online. If you haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button and turning on post notifications. We also have a free Discord group where we share daily signals, and now you can also support us on Patreon. We have a special offer for our first 100 members, only $9.99 for our VIP Discord channels, where we share much more in-depth analysis and even one-on-one sessions. We also have a special discount offer on Binance. You'll get 5% off every trade you make on the platform if you sign up with our promo link in the description. Also in the description are links to get your hands on GSX, the gold-backed currency. This growth coin is designed to withstand market volatility, and it's backed by real gold and other mineral resources. Be sure to check out the links in the video description. Until recently, trading cryptocurrencies within Ukraine has long existed within the legal gray area. However, in what's termed a twist of the events for cryptos in the country and almost a unanimous vote by the House, the bill was brought into law. A few days ago, the Ukraine Congress just adopted a bill that legalizes the use of cryptocurrencies within the country. A statement that was first brought before the Congress sometime in 2020 is now headed for the desk of the country's incumbent president, Volodymyr Zelensky. This comes as a great piece of news to all crypto enthusiasts as it signifies that the industry is moving forward. Even though it is a slow pace, we are moving further. Back to the lawsuit threat issued against Coinbase by the United States Securities and Exchange Commission. Coinbase just got served with a warning note over their high-interest crypto investment product, Lend. Lend promises an interest rate of 4% on its investor savings, specifically those who hold stablecoin. However, the United States watchdog doesn't seem comfortable with that idea, seeing as the commission had earlier termed the high-yield product, Lend, as a security. Millions of crypto holders have been earning yield on their assets over the last few years. It makes sense, and if you want to lend out your funds, you can earn a return. Everyone seemed happy. Many have considered this move, especially Coinbase's CEO Brian Armstrong, as sketchy, given that many crypto companies in and out of the States are offering similar services to the said product Coinbase is looking to offer. The SEC had denied Coinbase that opportunity because the lending feature is security, with the SEC going even further to threaten to sue Coinbase without a clear understanding of the regulatory framework employed by the Commission to classify these digital assets into securities or otherwise. This comes as a shock to many, mostly Coinbase, as millions of investors have been benefiting from the yield profits, earning rewards on their assets over the past few years. As the lending feature allows you to lend out your funds to make a return, but the SEC has refused to provide more clarity on that. Instead, the SEC has gone ahead to employ some intimidation tactics by subpoenaing records from Coinbase, demanding testimony from the exchange's employees, and threatened to sue the exchange platform should they launch this Lend feature. With no explanation whatsoever, this move could prove to be the first of its kind to serve as a stepping stone for the SEC to monitor such products and go after any platform offering them. Considering that plenty of other crypto companies continue to provide this Lend feature, seeing as the SEC's response debunks that Coinbase bears the markings of an unfair judgment. This means that the entire cryptocurrency exchange platform within the states will have to revisit their investment options before attracting the lawsuit-ridden eyes of the SEC. According to the SEC's response to Coinbase, considering to be a Wells notice, had incited the crypto platform's legal officer, the person of Paul Grewal, to publish a post on Medium with the title, "The SEC has told us it wants to sue us over Lend. We don't know why." The Coinbase executive took the time to enlighten the general public on the trend of events leading up to this. Originally introduced to the public as a high-interest product, the Lend feature guarantees a substitute for the FDIC insurance seen with traditional interest-bearing accounts. Coinbase was looking to launch the product with access only to select assets on the platform. The Lend feature starts with a 4% APY on the USDC stablecoin. Over the next 6 months, Coinbase has been proactively engaged in talks with the SEC regarding launching the Lend feature on its platform, as to have the product go live sometime in June. Ever since the US-based exchange platform had been eager to get a detailed response as to why the regulatory agency had refused to allow them to do so, but to no avail. Hence, the Yield product, initially designed by Coinbase to reward its loyal customers while providing them with increased financial empowerment, has long become a wake-up call for the SEC to flex its muscles once again. The lack of regulatory clarity on the part of the United States Financial Regulatory Agency concerning the product offering provisioned by Coinbase has prompted the exchange's CEO, Brian Armstrong, to put forth an assertion along the lines of finding that regulatory clarity, which the SEC had earlier refused to provide in court. In his words, the CEO had stated that if we end up in court, we may finally get the regulatory clarity the SEC refuses to provide. But regulation by litigation should be the last resort for the SEC, not the first. In a recent Twitter post published on Wednesday, September 8, 2021, the Coinbase CEO had expressed his disgust over the SEC's dishonest acts. According to Mr. Armstrong, despite all efforts by his company to iron things out with the agency to find out why they had denied them from listing the same lending feature enjoyed by most other platforms, the SEC has failed to be transparent about its crypto regulatory policies. Instead, the commission has gone ahead to engage in what the CEO has termed as intimidation tactics behind closed doors. On that same thread, the co-founder of Coinbase had highlighted similar pain points against the SEC, just as Ripple has been hitting on throughout the entire litigation between a fintech startup and the SEC. Coinbase's CEO also highlighted the same points Ripple has been making all along in its lawsuit against the SEC. Judging from the fact that the SEC was created to protect investors and introduce a fair level playing field for investors and financial corporations alike, we could say that the SEC had failed woefully in that regard, because with the regulators confusing regulatory enforcement, it's hard to say who's being protected and who's in harm. Investors seem pretty happy about the news of the Lend feature, where they can earn a yield on such products. However, with the SEC shutting down the idea even before it reaches the light of day, we're left to wonder, how is the SEC creating a fair market by prohibiting Coinbase from launching the same product and services other crypto platforms already offer? Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on bell notifications. Don't forget to check out the links in our video description for our Patreon and Discord group, and make sure you check out the GSX competition for your chance to win big. Links are below, and if you have any questions, drop us a comment. And we'll see you next time.